What's going on, YouTube? Thank you for coming to my channel. I'm going to break down our Week 5 NFL matchups. We got a lot of good ones this week. So far, my record is a little bit better. I went 11-5 last week after previously going 8-8 the last 3 weeks. So I'm 35-29 for the season, or I'm at 55%. So I guess I'm beating the odds. Call it what you call it. Now, let's get into it. Let's look at our games. First up on Thursday night, we got the Colts and the Broncos. Denver at home. Two teams that are not playing well. Two veteran quarterbacks are really not playing well. Both teams should be in the playoffs or in the playoff hunt at the end of the year, but so far they're not looking great. Denver should win this matchup, especially with Jonathan Taylor injured, but I have the Colts upsetting them, just like they beat KC the previous week. I think they'll pull another upset off here. Thursday, usually teams play ugly, and I just see some freakish upset here. The New York Giants at the Green Bay Packers. If you just look at the comparison, you got Aaron Rodgers and Daniel Jones. I think I'll pick Aaron Rodgers. Even though the Giants and Saquon Barkley are playing real well right now, so are the Packers. But I just don't like how the Packers barely beat the Patriots with a third-string quarterback. Even though I still got to pick the Packers. They're at home. It's hard to beat them at Lambeau. And I just don't see the New York Giants beating them. I got the Packers winning this one. Next is the Lions and the Patriots. Geez, a battle of two bad teams. Even though the Lions had a great game with the Seahawks last week, they're just not that good. And the Patriots, they're on a third-string quarterback. So I got the Lions going on the road and taking a victory of the Patriots here. They look a little bit better than the Patriots. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Lions winning here 27-17. Next, we got the Chargers and the Browns. Just when you think the Browns are finally getting over the hump, they're finally going to be a good team, they pull a Cleveland Brown. So I just don't see them winning. I thought they were going to get over that hump. But the Chargers are looking good. Bosa's good. Their defense is good. And again, that quarterback comparison, I got Herbert, I got Brissett. I think I'm going to take Herbert. And I got the Chargers winning this 30-21. The Texans and the Jaguars, an AFC South matchup, but the Texans are trash. Outside of Dameon Pierce, they have nothing. The Jaguars, they're exciting. They're not quite there yet, but maybe next year. Man, they got a lot of youth and a lot of talent on that team. I see them winning 24-16. The next game we have is an NFC South matchup between the Atlanta Falcons at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay just went through a harsh hurricane. They're going to be playing with heart. They're going to be at home. And again, the quarterback comparison. Tom Brady, Marcus Mariota. I don't know. I think I'm going to take Tom Brady, especially with him getting Godwin back. He got Mike Evans back last week. They're looking like a complete team again. They got that great defense. Atlanta's just not that great. They're a mediocre team. So I think I'm going to pick Tampa here. And I got them winning of a score 28-20. Ooh, this game is going to be a bad one. The Steelers and the Bills. Kenny Pickett's first NFL start on the road in Buffalo against the Bills Mafia. Not going to be pretty. Let's just say the Bills win big on this game, 31-13. I don't have to explain this. Now we have an AFC East matchup, and this is going to be a good one. We got the Dolphins and the Jets. I see a potential upset here. Potential. Tua's hurt. Teddy Bridgewater ain't that bad of a quarterback. The Dolphins, they played well against Cincinnati last week, but they're on a 10-day rest. Zach Wilson got his first win with the Jets last week, but I don't see that magic continuing. Like I said, a potential upset. It's going to be a close game, but I see the Dolphins pulling it out, 24-23. The lowly Chicago Bears against the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota's riding high after coming away from London with a win. They may have some jet lag. I don't know. That might affect them, but I just can't see them losing against the Chicago Bears. Justin Fields just doesn't have it, man. The defense is a little better than expected, but, man, Chicago Bears are just bad. I got the Vikings winning here, 17-12. Tennessee Titans against the Washington Commanders. That's still hard to say. Still getting used to that one. That's still new. It looks like Tennessee's starting to come alive. I thought they were going to be a bad team, especially the way they started off the season. But the last 2 weeks, they've looked better. Derrick Henry still looks kind of old. I don't think he's washed up quite yet. I think he'll be back. I think he's just still getting warmed up. The Commanders, man, I don't know. Carson Wentz had one good week, and they haven't looked good since. Their whole team, their offense, defense, nothing's looked good. The coaching's been bad. Anyways, I got the Titans winning here 27-21. The Seattle Seahawks against the New Orleans Saints. New Orleans at home. Geno Smith, wow. Man, he's played better than expected. Talk about comeback player of the year, possibly. I don't know. Long season to go. But, he completes 77% of his passes through 4 weeks. That's amazing. Scored 48 points last week. DK, it looks like he's going to be ready to go. He did have some injury concern. Jameis, I don't know if he's going to play. I don't think it's looking like. I think Andy Dalton's going to start, but Kamara will be back. However, I see the Saints having some jet lag coming back from London, and Seattle's feeling good right now, and I see them taking this victory from New Orleans. The next matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers will be an ugly one. 49ers defense is just wreaking havoc all over the league right now, and they're untouchable. Nick Bosa's getting all the sacks. He leads the league. You know, the 49ers are getting turnovers. The offense is not making mistakes. The running game is crucial, especially that offensive line on the running attack. I just don't see anything that the Panthers have, man. Baker's not playing well. McCaffrey looks like an old man already. He may be washed up already, which is sad to see. And like I said, Baker Mayfield's just not a good quarterback. I see the 49ers taking this one fairly easily, even though they're playing on the East Coast and traveling. I see they win this one 28-14. They win by 2 touchdowns. The next matchup we have is the Philadelphia Eagles, who are still undefeated at 4-0 against the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona keeps finding a way to win ugly, but Kyler Murray is all they got. I mean, he's waiting. He's holding on until DeAndre Hopkins comes back from that suspension after 6 weeks. But he just can't do it all. He's not Superman, especially against a team like Philly. He's just much more complete. You know, I just see Philly winning this one. They just have too much firepower for Arizona. And I see Philly winning this one by a score of 30-23. The next matchup I have is the LA Rams and the Dallas Cowboys. The Rams are at home. They didn't have to travel. It is a short week, but I believe they're going to be angry. And look, they still have Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey and guys like that on that defense. Bobby Wagner, you know, veterans. They lost to San Francisco, and I see them bouncing back, coming back angry. Even though Dallas is a good team, and Cooper Rush is playing well, and LA is having problems with the run defense, I see the Rams bouncing back and winning this one. It's going to be low scoring, it's going to be chippy, and it's going to be a defensive game, but I see the Rams pulling it out 16-13. This AFC North matchup is going to be a big one. We got the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens blew another fourth quarter lead. It's the second one this season. Meanwhile, Cincinnati is on their way up after a slow start. They're looking like the Super Bowl team that they were last year. You know, they're looking to come back, bounce back. Meanwhile, Lamar Jackson is having an MVP caliber season. So it's going to be a very close game. Not to mention that they are bitter rivals. They do not like each other at all. But I see Joe Cool remaining cool and winning this game 28-24. Bengals edge this one out over the Baltimore Ravens. Last but not least, we have our Monday night football game. We have the Las Vegas Raiders against the Kansas City Chiefs. The Raiders finally get the first win. They could be 4-0. They keep shooting themselves in the foot, though. That seems like what the Raiders do. I don't know why. I mean, and then you have Kansas City Chiefs. We have Mahomes. Man, oh man, you can't stop the guy. He's like a video game character. Talk about MVP caliber play with Lamar. Shoot, Mahomes is up there too. I just see the Chiefs being too much for the Raiders to handle, although the Raiders always gives KC a problem. Doesn't matter if it's on the road, home, whatever. The Raiders always have that one upset in them every year. But this ain't it. I see Kansas City riding high and winning 31-28. All right, those are my picks for Week 5. Hope you guys liked them. Again, if you like the content, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys have a good day. Stay safe. Stay blessed. All right, have a good day.